We want to get back to our continuing coverage of Uvalde this morning. We're going to start with Vanessa Croix, who's live in Uvalde's town square this morning.
Yeah, Vanessa, what's the atmosphere like? In your earlier live report, I saw some people walking behind you. Are a lot of people showing up to the memorial now?
Well, Barry and Sarah, we just had a little bit of rain here, but you can still see people behind me visiting the memorial on this day that marks the tragedy that overwhelmed this community here. The memorial here in the town plaza. The roads are blocked off in this area, and we have seen a few visitors. It is quite early, and expect, of course, to see many more today. Let's go back and review what we've learned so far since that tragic day. Well, we do know the massacre started at 11:30 when the shooter walked onto campus. A Texas House Committee report shows the gunman entered the school through a back door that was not locked. Surveillance footage also shows the shooter then goes to room 111 and 112. That report goes on to say that the attacker fired most of his shots and likely murdered most of his innocent victims before any responder set foot in the building. We have learned it took Uvalde police 5 minutes to get to campus, but as we learned, they waited 77 minutes before moving in to take down the gunman. In the end, there were more than 400 officers from many different departments that responded to the scene. Back to today, Governor Abbott is ordering Texas flags to fly at half-staff to honor the victims. He's also calling for a moment of silence at 11:30 a.m.
Vanessa, you were a teacher yourself.
Barry and Sarah,
if you can, give us some kind of feeling of what it would be like as a teacher to walk back into a classroom in Uvalde after living through something like this.
Well, you know, Barry, we have learned since then the heroism of those two teachers, Eva Morados and Irma Garcia, protecting their students, using their bodies to shield as a protector from the gunman, in between the gunman and their students. And as a former teacher, you know, we did so many drills, lockdown drills and practices, but I can't imagine the fear and uncertainty of those teachers that had to have a brave face for those children that they are protecting in that classroom without even knowing exactly what's happening outside the doors of their classroom.
Yeah, and the trauma that the survivors are also now dealing with. In a opportunity, I had a chance to talk to some of the victims there, and they said that they appreciate very much the counseling that they've gotten, but they did feel the need for more specialized counseling. I know you had a chance to speak with the mayor there, Vanessa. What did he tell you?
Well, you know, Sarah, and just echoing your point, it amazes me the strength and resiliency of not only the survivors, but this entire community who has come together to support each other for the last year in dealing with the aftermath of the tragedy. Now, I have talked to Mayor Don McLaughlin a few times, who said he is advocating for more mental health services here in Uvalde. Now, he did tell me a few months ago that in the past, these rural counties here had 2 people that covered 5 counties. So you can imagine the wait time for those 2 people to get to people that were in need of mental health services. Now, we can say that the Uvalde Together Resiliency Center is open all day today for anyone in this community that might need support today. Barry, Sarah, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Vanessa.